Hey everyone, and welcome to my Cinema 4D tutorial. This is going to be episode 1, and it's going to be teaching you guys the basics of Minecraft animation. Now, you can start off in the software here, which would just be this blank space, and I'm going to teach you how to get your Minecraft world in here. It seems quite complicated at start, but it's really easy, and I'm asked this question all the time. So all you're going to need is to Google Miner.ways. The first thing that will come up will be this software here. Download it. It will come up as a zip file. When you open it, it'll have all of this confusing stuff in. You just need to ignore it. All you need to search for is minerways.exe and open that up. So run that. And then what you're going to want is you're going to want whatever world you want in the software here, you're going to want it in Minecraft. So if I just log into my account right now and let Minecraft boot up, let's drag it over here. We won't need to go full screen. You just go into a single player world and let's say, for example, I did a animated series called The Forbidden Crafters. Don't do it anymore. But, I'm lagging a bit. I have it all in here. You can sort of see it's just a Minecraft world, and that's about it. So say we want this place over here in the software. So what we're going to do is I like to mark it off with a red ring. So if you just go in the software, and you make sure it's not touching the ground, or else if you when you go to delete these blocks in the software, actually delete the block under it. I don't know why, but we'll just do that. So we'll do this here and just do a red ring around it, and we can delete the red wall later. You can delete, it's more advanced on how you delete the red wall, but let's just say that for now. So you want this tree here and this lake. So what you need to do is save and quit. So that's there. Shut that down. Miner.ways will now look into your Minecraft worlds, and you can go open world and then Forbidden Crafters. And it's showing me an overview right now of the world which I've been in. Oops. So just left click to drag around, and there is my red ring. So all you need to do is right click and drag, and here is the max height. As you know, the max height on most Minecraft servers is 255, I think. I don't know what it is, but you can actually minimize that and do it all the way so that you don't have to import all of those blocks. As you can see, as I go down, some of the mountains are erased, and that's because of the height is being changed. The reason you want to do this, some people would find it unnecessary, but it takes a heck load of time to render out animations. But that's a new thing. Basically, if you want your animating to take less time, import less things. So there you go. And then lower depth that should be fine. So there you go. And then what you want to do is click on File, click on Export for Rendering, and then let's just make a folder on my desktop, but you can put this wherever you want. But always make sure it's in a file, and then let's just call it import world, and double click on it, and then name what file you want that to be called, and blah blah blah. So let's just call it world. No, let's just call it lake and tree, because that's what it is. And then hit save. It's going to come up with all of these questions. Now, not all these questions. It's going to come up with all these options. Normally, most animators don't add anything onto this, because it's just going through what you've already put in here mainly. But it does ask you if you would like a material for every block. Now this makes, if you have a material for every single block on the thing, it can be very, very confusing, and you're gonna have to individually go through and put the material on each block. I don't have time for that. Anybody got time for that? So I just untick that. It will just give you one material which can go on every single block. But if you go into more advanced animating, sometimes you're gonna have to untick that. So let's just hit that. It's done it for us, and the file on our desktop is now here, and it's gonna show you an OBJ file. This file is useless. You don't need that for whatever. Well, as far as what I know, you don't need that. There's probably a reason for it, but you don't need it. This here is the alpha textures. That means it's basically the transparent textures, and then this is all of the blocks. So it's just going to give you a texture for all of them. So all you need to do is head over into Cinema 4D, And there's two ways you can do this. You can drag and drop the file into the program, or you can go to File, Merge, and then Desktop, go to your selected world, Lake and Tree OBJ. Make sure the scale is 1000 or else it's going to be absolutely tiny, and then click OK. And then we just navigate around Cinema 4D with these three things. So you just hold on to it and drag out. So there you go. And then we'll move around. So this is basically our world without any textures on. So what we should do to make it less complicated is drag all of these together, right click, and then group objects, and then double click it, name it world, and then there you go. So they're all in one little folder, kind of like you would do in Photoshop with merging all the files together. And then this is the file here. This is where all the textures go. This file is linked in with all of the textures on here, so you just need to double click it. And then here's all the options about it. You want to untick specular because that makes it shine a little bit. Click on color, and then you click on these three dots here, and you need to find the textures for the thing so that the program knows that you want that texture on those blocks. So you just go to the same area that Minor Ways made us, and then for color you want to click on RGBA or whatever it is. If you didn't untick the materials block, it would just say RPG, but since we put all of the materials in one, it's just going to give us one big file which will texture the whole thing, which is a lot easier. And then there you go. But don't untick it yet, don't untick it yet. You want to make sure you change sampling to none, and then it will come a little bit more clearer. It will make sure that when you render it, it won't be blurry. Now we can untick that for a second. Don't do that yourself, but I'm just going to show you something. You see that these leaves here, you can't see through them. That is what the transparent texture is for. So if you click on that again, you go to alpha, you tick that, turn it on, and then you go to the alpha texture which the program gave us, add that in, and then change it again to none, and then you will be able to see through these, and all of this stuff. And you're actually gonna, once you hit render, which is here, it's gonna look like a normal Minecraft world. So there you go. But there's a lot of things, there's render settings and whatnot to make this all look nice and animate-y, so there you go. But that is basically how you get your world in Minecraft. There's a lot of stuff you can do beyond this. There's lighting, and there's adding in models so that you can actually animate them. I hope you found this simple enough. Leave a like if you if this helped. If you enjoyed the video. Nobody likes learning stuff, but I hope it helped. And I'll be making a part 2 to go into the more advanced stuff on what you can do here. We'll probably go into lighting after this. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Goodbye.